Welcome back. This is Holiday Cocoa Chapstick. My name is Dion. If you're new here, and I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. The first thing I'm going to do in this video, we are using, again, the mini Xenon palette. That's what this looks like. And I have a plan. How well it's executed, we shall see later. So I'm going to tell you what's on my face. And then we will prime the eyes and do the intro. And then we're going to get into the look. So you just saw me apply the chapstick. For foundation and primer, Fenty foundation shade 335. I do not like the travel size one. I do not. And so I'm using this one versus the full size because it's just messy. And it's just messy. It's messy. I don't like this tube, but that's what we have on. I did put on concealer today under my eyes and around this area. I have a new hive, and I have one down here, but I didn't put concealer in those places. I don't know why I'm saying that, just because I'm miserable, and I have a new one right here. Anyway, thank you for commiserating with me. This is the Estee Lauder 4N, and it is called Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Concealer, and this one is done. So after the flat lay, that's going in the trash. I do have a backup. I used the Fashion Fair Set It Loose powder. The shade is Truly Tawny to set the face, and two of my three bronzers, the Haus Labs Deep Level 10 I put on first, and then just a little bit of the Medium Level 7. I picked a blush at random, and it turned out to be Watermelon Bliss, and so this is what is on our cheeks today. I picked a highlighter at random, and it's Haus Labs Golden Pyrite. I need to move my MAC highlighter over with the Haus Labs one because it keeps getting overlooked. Then what did we do? Then we went in with Radiant Light from Hourglass all over the face, including under the eye. I just had a thought, like, what if it wasn't recording? Ooh, that made my under eyes look dark. It is what it is. So that is everything on the face. And I'm excited because I'm going to break this video up because I'm going to be doing a try on for something else. And then we're going to come back to this, to the finished look. So, or should I just do it in the video? I don't know how she's doing hers. I don't know. I should have messaged her before I started this. But, so we're going to prime the lids. Excuse me. Still getting over... I feel like I am over the cold. Now I'm just dealing with allergies, and so I'm just still congested. Fenty eyeshadow primer. Oh, for brows. I forgot to do my lower lash line. Let me go ahead and do my inner rums and lower lash line. The Fenty brow pencil, the shade is, which I should know, is Deep Black. For our lower lash line, we're going to put on the Sephora 12-hour, is that this one? No, this one is Sephora Ultimate Gel Eyeliner. It's waterproof. It says 01 Black Matte, and I did mean to do this beforehand. I'm trying to remember why I wanted to put a black under here, because I don't think we're putting a black shadow under here. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know this. Do you sometimes have a plan and then you forget? I need to not laugh because then I'm going to mess up my eyeliner. Everything was good. I planned this out last night. Well, this morning before I went to sleep. Because I did want to roll back around to this Quint mini Xenon. And so I'm like... And I hope everything turns out nice because this is my outdoor shirt. So I am going out after this to a dinner. I didn't make it back to the conference yesterday. But there is a family dinner at the conference today that I am going to. I can't find my ticket, so I'm going to take my invoice sheet that shows that I did pay for it. I don't know where the ticket was. And I need to pick up my pen, my conference pen, because they didn't have them the other day. So, but let me know, yeah, if you have a plan for stuff and then you forget. For our inner rims, our upper and lower waterline, we're going to be using NYX Retractable Eyeliner, and the shade is Deep Blue. And so that's going to go right here. So me doing this is finding the line, and then when I find it, I just run the pencil along the line, and I am using my phone as a mirror, so that's why it looks like I'm looking somewhere else. When I'm not doing actual makeup and I'm just talking to you, I do look into the viewfinder, because then, hey, there you are, because I know that looks better when it looks like I'm looking at you. And I do have plenty of mirrors to use. Excuse me for smacking, where I don't have to use my camera as a mirror, but then I just kind of forget and just get on a roll and just be doing stuff. And it's just easier just to do that. So I'm using the mirror down here to do my upper waterline because I need to tilt my head back, find the line, and then run the pencil over the line. And gently, because when I go a few times, I was just rushing to get done and I pressed too hard and the pencil went underneath my my lash line. So it was like underneath my, it was under here. But because it's a gel pencil and it's soft, I did not feel it on my eyeball. Like it wasn't scratchy. But I was like, oh my gosh, I just put this underneath my eyelash next to my eyeball. But it all worked out well. So we're going to prime the eyes and do the intro. Hello again and welcome if you're new here. If you've been here before, why am I scraping already? Oh my, I go through this quick. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation because the crazy is just to let you know it's okay to be your authentic self, whether people think you really are crazy. And all of us do have a tad bit crazy in us. Admit it. You know you do. And it is completely okay. I think it keeps things interesting. How boring would the world be if all of us were exactly the same, and if we all liked exactly the same thing? Which leads me to the troll part of the Crazy Troll Nation. Not feeling like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it, because you set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to do what you're seeing on YouTube. Like, yeah, try things, but find your own way. And if something doesn't work for you, try not to feel like there's something wrong with you. Everything does not work for everybody. And sometimes we believe that it does because that's what it seems like the majority of people are saying. But everything doesn't. So the bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Enhance your natural features if you want to, but never feel like you have to. Love yourself the way you are. Love your bare skin. And know that you are fine. Know that you are okay. It's not a competition. It's not a comparison. Just love yourself. It's very freeing when you don't care too much what other people say or think. And as far as social media, like, do they know you anyway? They just know you from what they see on you or from your comments if you're commenting on videos. But just be yourself and love yourself for it. And I am winging out the primer. Oh my, I don't know how far we're going to come out with the shadow, but yeah, I'm putting it there. And I'm doing this just so it doesn't look white, because right here I can see like the line from right here where I did it, which I should leave it because it'll just make the shadow sharp. I'm using a different finger and a different finger. So the primer is there. Did I do the whole intro? Oh, I need to let you know I do curse sometimes in videos because I curse sometimes in real life. And the other thing I need to let you know is there's an organism that lives in my throat. I don't know where it came from, but I randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch through videos. I do always say excuse me. I only drank enough water this morning to take my medicine this afternoon, actually. And so I'm not going to say it might not make an appearance, because I'll say that and then I'll be hiccuping the whole damn time. So we're going to take this center shade here, and I do have a plan. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but we're going to do it. So we're going to put this on the lid. I'm trying to remember if I did this look before, and I'm sure I used all these shades because there's only 5 in here. But I did look at the look I did before with this Quint and also with the MIDI Xenon, and I don't think I did what I'm going to do today as far as playing with shapes. And so I'm trying something new here. Excuse me. So hopefully it'll come out right. And if not, we're going to finagle it until it does, until it turns into something that we're like, yeah, this is cute. Because we're cute anyway. That's what I'm saying. Love yourself and just know you're the bomb. Be your best advocate. Be your biggest cheerleader. It's not about what you see other people do, but it's about what you do. And I do have eyeliner on my face because there's a black piece right here, and I didn't put on any black shadow. Sometimes eyeliner, the pencil liner does get caught in my eyelashes, and so it will look like fall out on my face because it'll fall out of my lashes and onto my face. And now we're going to do the other lid. Thank you for being here. If you've been here before, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. My analytics That is how you say it. Analytics. Sometimes I just feel so illiterate and I say stuff the right way. And then I'm like, that didn't sound right. Analytics tells me that like 40% of you who are viewing are not subscribed. I'm like, that's a huge number. Which means though that 60% of you are subscribed, which is awesome. And what I think is that a lot of the new viewers are for shorts, because I get a lot of views on shorts, and I know shorts is a thing, but I prefer long form content. And I've been experimenting with shorts, like the best way to use them where it doesn't diminish stats on my long form content. And so lately I've been putting related video with the shorts. And so if someone sees the short and they want to see the video, they just have to click and it's right there. So I'm experimenting with that. Sometimes I think not to do shorts at all, but I do get some new subscribers from shorts that do actually watch my long form content, which is great, but it seems like not that much. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. So don't take this as me complaining that the numbers aren't higher. I do have fallout from that shade, and what I'll probably do is put on more radiant light, because that does camouflage, because it adds radiance, and because of the tone of it, it blends in, but it just adds a little bit more brightness. So here's the experiment part. Well, no, let's not do that part yet. Yeah, I really know what I'm doing, right? We're going to take this shade right here, and we're going to put this on the outer corner. This is a La Rouge brush. The first brush was Hourglass number 3. You see me use it quite a bit. And this is angled shading brush. It says LR008. And I'm using this because we're going to pull out that shadow. And because I did this side of the brush first, we're going to place this over here. And part of me is thinking I should have just placed it first with another Hourglass brush, and we're overlapping with that first shade with the Hourglass brush just to place it, and then feather it out with this brush. I'm still trying to decide. I was going to tap off, but I didn't, but I did tap in. I'm still trying to decide if I like this brush, but I thought it would be good for winging out shadow. Because it's very soft. It's a very soft brush, and in that sense, it doesn't really seem to give me a lot of control. And so that's why I'm still trying to get a feel for it. Tap back in, didn't tap off. I'm overlapping that silver. So it doesn't give me a lot of control. I got these half off. There was a 50% off sale. I don't like this blend right here, and this isn't helping me blend. Like this, it's just super, super flimsy. It was 50% off, so I'm not, upset about it. And if it does work, and it is working for blending, for pulling out. So hopefully I'm shading the other side of the brush, and then we're going to come over and do this side. So if I can just get a hang of it. And so it's not a horrible brush. It's just finding a use for it that I really like. And I am trying to make a point to come straight out, because I like how this one is coming. Is it straight out or coming down? I don't know. So I'm trying to make it a point to just come straight out, because I have a habit of swooshing. And then if I try too hard, then I end up dipping downward. But that's just user error. Like that's just, my technique and the way my hand is moving, the way I do my makeup. So I do like that. I do what you do. That's a Stevie Wonder song, isn't it? Yeah. So I like that. Ooh, I like that. Is it the same length though? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't know why I feel like singing today. So I'm trying to go back and forth with this, but because it's angled, it's not wanting to blend the way I wanted to blend. But we're going to do something else. I like this. This can be your look. Put on eyeliner up top, and you can be done. You can be done. So now we're going to, this is the experiment part. And I should trace it out first with the gray. Okay, we're going to go back with this brush. And actually I don't need to trace it out, because we're going to use the top line of this silver, that center shade. And so we're just kind of tracing out. Sometimes I think to trace out with a pencil liner, which is something Natasha Denona does a lot, and then she'll blend it out with a shadow. So we're gonna put that brush down. We're taking this big ass brush. This sucker, this is very dense. It says it's a blending brush, but it's no give to it. Like, look at this. It is just, do you hear it? This is hard. And I have used it to wing out shadow because I thought, okay, it's tapered, it'll be good for that. But this, I don't know how this is a blending brush, but we're going to go into the black. So we're going to tap straight in, and we're going to just kind of do a press and wiggle. And we're going to do the top line where we traced out that gray, which we didn't need to because I think this is too thick for this because I can't see. Because this is so thick, I can't see where it is on my lid. When I'm in here, I can't see where it is on my lid. Over here, I can. This brush is just too damn big. So I need to think about, am I going to keep it for just winging out, like laying it sideways and winging it out like I did before, or not, because I don't foresee me using this. And this is the LR215. I don't know who the hell uses this for blending. I did say before I would try for concealer because it would fit like right into the corner. You know what I mean? This is not... Yes, I'm trying something new, and this brush, I can see over here, but when I get in here, I can't see where it is on my lid because it's just so damn big. I do like how this is looking, but it needs to be blended. I'm gonna have to switch to another brush, but since we started that with this brush, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and do this side with this brush. I don't like this brush. Thumbs up for trying something new. And thank you to my new subscribers. Y'all, anytime I'm somewhere, like at a conference or a class or something, this brush is not it. Because and someone's like, oh, I like your makeup. I said, you should subscribe to my makeup YouTube channel. And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but it always makes me laugh because I'm like, I'm going to put a plug in. If you mention it, I'm going to mention it too. And so that's always kind of funny to me. This brush, y'all. All right, we're putting that brush down. Shoot. We're going to take this brush. This is a soft brush. It does have give to it. This is a Makeup Geek. It says Defined Crease Brush. We're not going to add shadow right now. And because it's not so thick, like how this is thick, going like this, I can see the brush on my lid and here. And so we're just going to kind of feather this out and trying to blend this a little bit. That Fenty primer for me is a tacky primer. So when I put a shadow directly on top of it, it tends to stay where it's at. And this is staying where it's at. This is a new shape for me, a new technique for me. I am going to use a black eyeliner for upper lash line because that'll balance this out with that, and that's why we put the black underneath. This side I am going in because I need some shadow right here, and then we're just going to bring that on that top edge. And yeah, it's looking the same. Well, as the same as same as they're going to get. I wonder if, no, I'm going to do the try-on part separate, and then we're going to come back with the finished look, because the try-on is for lipsticks and mascara, and so I am going to feel kind of strange coming back, and I'm going to have to make sure I tapped in very lightly that I edit the video properly. So I don't have part of that video in this video, because I'm not going to click off. Well, you know what? I am. But then it might seem weird, like when I come back, like as far as where to pick up at. We tapped in again lightly, and I think I tapped in too much. So I'm just going very lightly, like right here. And we're making sure. This is different for me. I like it though. We're tapping in, and then we're going to trace this out on top of the gray. This looks really, maybe it's the angle, because here it looks consistent, but this way it looks like it's lighter right there, but that's just the lighting. We tapped in very lightly, and we're going to just bring this out here. That's nice. I think it's nice. I think it's nice. You need to know your makeup is nice. Let me know if you've done this type of shape before, where just like over the top and swoosh it out. This looks like there's a blank spot like right there. Is it though? Or does it just look like that? Right there. So we're tapping where it looks like there's a hole. What? It still looks like it's there. You know what? If it is, it's going to be there. So now we're going to come over to this side. I did tap in and I tapped off. And we're just coming along the top. You know what? I remember I had an indentation there before, like years ago, where eyeshadow just would not go in there. Ooh, this side is nice. What? Oh, let me blend some more over here, but then that hole is going to come back. Not that hole, that indentation. This, I'm loving this. I'm loving, ooh, y'all, I'm loving it. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to take this lighter gray. Did we use, no, we didn't use that earlier. And actually, do I want to use this lip rouge brush? I'm trying to make it a point to use these brushes, but that's too wide for up there. And this one is way too flimsy. Like, this does not give me any control at all. And I don't like this one either. This is the LR004. This is tapered blending, but it's blunt, it's not tapered, and it's just too flexible. I have no control with that brush. Excuse me, this one is too wide for what I want for under my brow, and this one is the LR005. I should be doing this as a review video, right? This is a clean one because I did purchase 2 of these. This is the one that we use to wing out this gray shade over here. We're going to take the lighter gray, or should I use this shade? Let's do this one first and see how that looks. And so we're going to put that under the brow. I think that's too, ooh, that's too light for that. So we're going to do the other side just because we did that side. And I'm just feathering very lightly that top line. And I'm going to wipe that brush off, and we're going to go into this lighter. Girl, this gray right here. So we're hiccuping, excuse me. We're tapping off, and yeah, that light pink or whatever that shade was too light. And so we're just softening that black line, and we're going to come out here, and we are going to come on top of that black line. I don't know about this, y'all. This is looking kind of stark. And so we are just feathering in that empty space, and we're coming over here. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm thinking I might need to, well, not need to, but I'm thinking I might want to make that black line thicker or feather it out some more, like up here, because that is like too much of a distinction. But because it's different, I'm sure people will be like, oh, that's cute, that's nice. So we're going to take the brush that we use for the black, and we're just going to feather. We did not add more shadow on here, but we're just feathering. So we're just trying to add a little bit of depth without adding more color on the brush. Y'all, I feel like I'm looking crazy. So we're just feathering. You know what? I like it. It's different and I like it. I still didn't add shadow on the brush, so we're just feathering whatever black is in the brush or whatever gray is in here that's left over from us swiping over here or blending over here. So we're just trying to soften that top line, that black line a little bit, and actually we're on the line. So even though we created a sharp line, excuse me, we are just blending that out just to soften things. So it's not like a stark differentiation in color, because it's looking very stark to me. But I do like it because it's different. Sometimes even if I don't like something just on its own, I like it just because it's different. And, you know, I'm glad that I tried something new. So, yeah, I don't know. But you know what? This is the look today, because I'm not washing my face. I'm not taking it off unless that mascara irritates my eyes. But, and I think sometimes that's why people be like, oh, I like your makeup, because it is something different. And especially when I use a non-traditional eyeliner, meaning not a black or not a brown, I always get compliments on my eyeliner. So, I don't know. But this is what we got. So we did actually end up using every shade in here, even though we covered this one up with that one. So this is what we got. So what was I going to put on lower lash line? Was I going to use this to put shadow on lower lash line? I do not have a lot of fallout, which is nice. Excuse me. Do I want to take that gray? I don't want to do a thick line. We're going to take the brush that we use for that gray up here, and we're going to put that over here on the outer half of our lower lash line. So really just kind of buffing out that black liner, even though it's already dry, so it's not blending or buffing, but just to make it look like, because the gray is going to end up underneath it, on it and underneath that black line. And we're going to connect it, even though it's not going to stay connected because troll here eyes be tearing. All I need is one good sneeze, or for the wind to blow a certain way. And so I do like how you can see the gray underneath here, even though I am going like on the line. So I do like how that looks. Now we're going to take, ooh, I need a different brush. We're going to take, actually, this brush. This is a Makeup Forever brush, and we're going to go into this center shade. And this is a good brush for this because this shadow does get fallout. And so this brush, I am just going to just press and wiggle. Because sometimes if I just slide it across, it will flake up into my eye. And so this way, we're just pressing in. Ooh, that's pretty. And so I'm tapping in twice, tapped off, and we're going to just press and wiggle, press and wiggle. Yeah, so not the bend and snap. We're doing the press and wiggle. And how is that looking? This side looks brighter. So we're going to take some more and press and wiggle, press and wiggle. Yeah. So that is that. I don't know why this side still looks brighter. You know, it's the lighting, because this side to me always looks a little darker. Now we're going to go back to the brush that had that gray on it. And we're not adding shadow, but we're just going to do this. So if there are loose particles of shadow, that will wipe that away, or at least smooth it down so that it won't flake up into my eye or create fallout. I don't know about the top of the eye, the brow bone part. I like it that it's different. But, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you don't like it, just be like, yeah, girl, I agree with you. That ain't it. And if you do like it, be like, girl, you crazy. That looks nice. I'm not easily offended, and I am really asking. And I do know my looks aren't for everyone. Sometimes they're not even for me. And I know this. So, upper lash line, we have our two of the MAC 220 eyeliners. This look took me longer than I thought. And I think because I was trying new things. And we're going to... yeah, I'm thinking about what else I was going to do that I plan to do. And I'm thinking now, like, that might be too much. But we're going to do it. Because you know what? Most people, too, who compliment my makeup, most of them don't even wear makeup. So to them... And sometimes also, they're like, I would never think to do that. And so sometimes it's just because it's different or something they don't normally see or something they wouldn't do. And that's why they like it. And that's fine with me. And so there's different reasons why people compliment my makeup. And they do usually tell me, oh my gosh, I love your makeup, your eyeliner. Or, oh my gosh, I like how you winged out your shadow. Or, you know, they do usually say. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. You should watch my makeup YouTube channel. Yeah, so for once, this is MAC's Paint Pot in Black Mirror. We don't use it that often because I'm starting here because there was a blob of liner and I didn't want to put a blob on my inner corner in here. I don't use it often because I do prefer not a black or not a brown. But for this look, yeah. And you know I want to do a black lip, but I'm not because we're going to be experimenting with lipsticks. And I'm wondering if I should do a two-tone lip, like one color on one lip and the other color on the bottom lip. That's what I'm thinking to do, and just make sure I don't, you know, do one of those things. And so we're going to pull this out. Well, not pull it out, but we're going to do a wing. Trying to come out straight. Trying to. So I need to kind of settle myself down. Do I want to go further? I do want to go further. Because this other thing we're going to do, I think it might mess it up, but we're going to do it anyway because we're not afraid to try new things. And I want to encourage you to try new things as well. Excuse me. There's a blob. This is one of the eyeliner brushes that are frayed, that has frayed. And I think it's only 2 out of the 6 MAC 210 brushes that I have that are frayed. But once you get the liner on it, it does hold it together, usually. But I still need to be careful with how I place it on my lash line because it may still fray. which will make the liner spread out into places that I don't want it to go. You know what? This line is thicker than I want because right here you can't see any of my mobile lid when I look up. You just see the liner. But I think it's fitting for the shape that we created. And so the look, this is very different. And you know what's surprising me right now is that even though I'm kind of like about the brow bone part, I'm going out like this. And I'm going to just walk around like, I know I got quiet. I wanted to do a straight line. So just have confidence in yourself. And even if you're iffy about it, walk with confidence, because that's what people pick up on. They'll be like, oh, wow. So even if it's not necessarily makeup, like the makeup and how you carry yourself, you know, it all just works together. This has an accidental swoosh. Is it the same length? This side is more tapered. So I'm going to try and just pull this straight out. I did not add more on the brush. Sometimes when I pull it straight out, it does make the line look a little more straight. So what we're going to do now, which may or may not be a mistake, we're going to take a white. And this white spreads. And this brush is frayed. Do I want to try a different one really quick? Let's just use this one because I don't want to take up too much time to find another one. As I said, I'm still trying to find another one. Okay, this one isn't frayed. Because I just want to do like a white line down here, which will get eaten up in my crease, which means it might, it'll spread if that line is in the crease. In my wrinkles, I mean. Or should I put the line up top? I'll put the line up top. This is frayed now that I'm looking at it. Excuse me, y'all, my allergies. I didn't take my extra medication today because I take Claritin every day anyway. And she prescribed me Zyrtec, which gives me like the additional boost in allergy season, but it also makes me really groggy. And so I don't want to be groggy. I want to do underneath, but shit. This is all sorts of frayed and I'm scared to touch it to my skin. This would be great for, I'm wondering if I should have used this brush because this is a straight brush. Shit. This is where, I know I'm hesitating because I'm nervous. This is where a straight edge eyeliner brush would come in. Because then I could just stamp it, which is what I could do with this one. But let's just go for it. I'm going very lightly, because this white is super creamy. And if I'm not, and this brush is frayed, but it will just, oh, that's cute. It will just spread. I was saying if I put the liner upside down inside the cap. When I put the liner on a brush, I then just put the liner this way. So that way air isn't constantly getting into it, even though it's going to get in there anyway. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to just leave that just like that. So we are just swiping the brush, and I'm swiping it to try and get the brush to come together, the bristles, because this one is frayed. It looked like it wasn't, but then, which is why I picked it over the other one. Excuse me, but when I looked at it close, it was frayed. And I do when I put my contacts in today too, which helps me see distance. And so I am able to get my contacts in without my eyes tearing, which is great because that'll mess up my makeup. If my eyes start tearing. This line is thicker, but you know what? We're going to leave it just like that. That is it. That is it. Put this brush away. So yeah, we're going to edit out to do the try on for the other stuff, and when we come back, I will show you this finished look. But for right now, though, excuse me, this is what we have for the face and for the look. Excuse me. We're going to go. We'll be back. It'll be like a second for you. We are done. So we put on the mascara. We put on the lipstick. One shade up here, one shade down here. That'll be a separate video. You'll hear my thoughts on that, my first impressions on that. I will put the links down below, though. The company is Queen Musea. They reached out to me. And also to Grace, and so we did a collab video with our try-ons and first impressions. So, but this is the look. You'll hear my thoughts about the new stuff, the mascara and the lipsticks in the other video, but this is what we have. I'm still like with the eye look, because what's throwing me off is the brow part. I don't know what I was thinking, but you know what? It's growing on me because it's different. I'm loving the wing. I'm loving just the white liner on top of the black, just that little bit. So I'm learning not to do too much, because I know I was thinking of other stuff, and I'm like, no. Oh, you know what I meant to do that I forgot to do? Was put on, excuse me, more radiant light. So this is the brush we use for the fashion fair earlier to set the face, and this is the brush that we use for radiant light, and this does help clean up fallout. I'm just on the rest of the face again just because. And what time is it? What time did I want to leave? Oh shoot. And I need to make a stop before I go. Well, on my way out. So this is it. And so I am liking the look. Thumbs up for trying something new, but I'm definitely loving the wings, the wing shadow. I do believe I'm getting better at that. When I take my time, my wing liner does come out straight, which I really like. And I really like just that hint of white just right on the top, just in that one spot. So thumbs up for something new. Thank you for being here. If this is your first time, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. There's a lot of information down below. It's always a lot of information down below. And we're going to go, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.